Hello and welcome. I'm Master Lama Rasaji, and this is our Monday edition of Rasaji Speaks. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. We had a few challenges here, a little bit of wind, a little bit of rain, a little bit of debris. Everything was fine. We were able to keep the eye about 150. Think about it. Her name was Helene. HEL dash Hurricane Hell. I'm sure some people would think it was hurricane. Bless you. I hope everybody in the Southeast is okay and you're doing fine. Hit me up in the comments and hope we're praying for a lot of you. So, anyhow, we're going to get started today. Great news, great lesson today. Thank you, Sister Lynette. Householder yoga, yogi. Sometimes Lahiri Mahasaya, my guru and master last lifetime, and my guru and master this time, as you know, Maha Master Boyang is the incarnation of the Buddha and Lahiri Mahasaya. So it's pretty profound when you think about it. And still in the body, already well over 125 years old, and still in the body, still kicking, still doing neat things, still giving Lamaji great counsel and great advice. So we want to say Happy Youthing Day to Lahiri Mahasaya. We want to say Happy Youthing Day to the Buddha. So finding liberation in everyday responsibilities. So, he was a very interesting character. Let me tell you and share with you some basic statistical facts that you might enjoy about him that a lot of people don't know. Born today, September the 30th, 1828, in Jewelry, India, translated in 1895, which in Varanasi, India. He had 4 children, actually 5 children, and his full name was Sharama Chandra Lahiri, better known as Lahiri Mahasaya. His gift, of course, was the Kriya initiation that was passed down to him from Babaji. And his biggest disciples were not only Hindus. You'll see the merging of what him and me have been doing in Master David about bridging the gaps of East and West. But he had equally a lot of Muslim disciples and Christian disciples. A lot of people don't know that. He was foremost disciple. Those of all faiths and no established faith were also, with him. And so he was Babaji was his chief guru. So you got to imagine what is happening here. So he was that person who was married. And like so many of our people at COC and Tai Chi Gong, the spouse was not on board initially, right? Sound familiar? Their significant other was not on board. She was not on board until one day she came into the room looking for normally where he was, sitting in tailor-made fashion, deep in samadhi, deep in meditation. And this one time she looked on the ceiling and there he was. When she saw that moment, she prostrated herself and was not only his wife, but one of his chief devotees for another 20 years before she passed on and translated. Very profound. I keep telling all of you that if you'll just focus on the prize, focus on doing your mission, The ones in our families and friends that are supposed to come along will come along. Some will do it in this lifetime. Some it'll be just the beginning of this lifetime, and we'll pick up with them in their next time, but it'll be later in our time in this lifetime. How about that? That's something to think about, and it's something to get excited about. As a matter of fact, some of the people that you've lost in the last 5 to 10 years, or even just since you've been here, will come back. I lost a student, as you know, a couple of weeks ago. I've been with her in the bardo, and she's cleansing rapidly. Would not be surprised to see her show up as a child in our network in the short-term future. If we're around, and of course, that should not shock you. You already know the story of Sri Tapas Vidya, that his son passed early in his life, only to show up in a new incarnation as a disciple later in this life. The more reason why we want to honor health and longevity. Yes, amen. We want to do that. And that's what we're about here at Tai Chi Gum. We believe in building a spiritual foundation, right? Doesn't this look like a great background for a retreat center? I've been having Andy work overtime for a lot of G's backdrops. And looks like a great retreat center, doesn't it? I love Japanese architecture. They're just so very cool with their architecture. But anyhow, that's what the base is. The pyramid of life is shaped like that, which is the ascending energy of the mother. And she says that health and spirituality should be the base. The next block should be what you do in your mission in life, how you derive cash flow and income, keeping your credit down. You learn how to master that on our PFL Thursday webinars, right? And speaking of that, it's not too late to sign up for Master David's music class today, right? That's at 1 o'clock Eastern time. That's 11 o'clock Mountain and 10 o'clock Pacific time, right? It's getting to be very interesting, because if you were fortunate enough to be in Philadelphia this past weekend before last, you will know that the music and the choir is up and away. It's going to be the bomb in Nashville. I'm telling you, it's going to be gospel music. It's going to be Christmas music, contemporary Christian music. It's going to be some country music. You don't want to miss this. And they're growing. His class is growing because people are fascinated about playing with people who, like you, have a Tai Chi Gum background and connected with energy. Where our creative arts will go with the tours over the next couple of years. There'll be art, there'll be dance, there'll be sculptures, there'll be all kind of stuff, and you'll be able to see that. You'll also be able to see them in our retreat centers, our Beacon of Light retreat centers, our Shangri-La ranches, our Circle of Chi Wellness Center, our artwork, and all the creativity of our people here will be in these facilities, and it's going to be huge. From a business point of view, Robert Kiyosaki said, build the network and run the pipeline. And Lord have it, we've been here. A lot of nice things as we shift completely this week on the Kajabi network. I hope you were smart enough to jump in early and test it for pennies on a dollar. This week, we completely shifted over. I think you're going to love what's happening. We got a team together. Don't miss Thursday's broadcast, because we'll have John and Andy and probably Brother Nate on, and we'll be talking about and answering questions to make that transition even more smooth. And we want to thank you for being so faithful here. Say a nice prayer and send a nice light and energy to Grandmaster Boyang, and he'll appreciate it. Lahiri Mahasaya, the Buddha. Buddha. God bless. Happy Youthing Day, Papa. We'll see you soon. I used to call him Papa when I was very, very young. God bless. Love you guys much. We'll see you soon.